Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Griselda and welcome to my YouTube family. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you how to create this holographic look. I absolutely loved how this look came out, and I wanted to say thank you so much to Covergirl for partnering up with me. I will be talking to you guys about their new Melting Pout holographic lips that is exclusively at Ulta, which you guys will see how obsessed I am with these lip colors. I'm also going to be talking to you guys about the new TruBlend foundation, which so good. So if you want to see how I get this look, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you get notified every single time I upload. And without further ado, let's get started with this video. Okay, so we are gonna get started with this video. I am so excited because a lot of you guys are always asking me about drugstore makeup, and I am so excited that I have partnered up with Covergirl in doing this video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off by priming and moisturizing at the same time. You know, sometimes you don't have time to do both, so having a product that's gonna just do it all for you is always a must in your makeup kit. So I'm gonna start off with this Vitalist Go Glow Luminizing Lotion. So it's gonna give you that really nice luminosity to the skin, which we always love. It's a lightweight moisturizer with vitamin E, B3, and B5. This is what the container looks like. And we're just gonna put a little bit of that all over the face. I'm just gonna rub it in. It smells so good. We are going to move on to eyebrows because I always like to put on my moisturizer and my primer first and let that kind of marinate onto my skin, and then I'm gonna do my brows. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using this ultra fine brow pencil in the shade Rich Brown, and I'm just gonna go in super lightly on my brows because I want the brow to be super soft for this look. We're just gonna do hair-like strokes on the brows. I'm basically just filling in those sparse areas just to make sure that the brow looks super nice and clean and full and then well defined after that. So now that we've done our eyebrows and the luminous lotion has settled into the skin, we are gonna move on to foundation. And I'm actually pretty excited to be trying this foundation because it's their new TruBlend Matte Made Foundation. Just a little backstory on this foundation. Back in January, we went on a trip with Covergirl. They talked a little bit about this foundation and how it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be a matte foundation, and the shade range was going to be extended. So this foundation, I kind of already knew about it but didn't know what the name was going to be called, how many shades, the undertones. I didn't know any of that. So this foundation is available in 40 shades with 26 shades new to the TruBlend family, a medium to full coverage. So it is a buildable foundation, which is great because sometimes we don't want to always have a full coverage, or we don't always want to have a sheer coverage foundation. So I think that's really important that it's a medium to full coverage, but even if it is medium, you can always sheer it down to a lighter foundation. It does come in a broad shade palette that matches most skin tones, which is great. It does say that this foundation is flexible. It keeps the foundation in place, and it is also super comfortable, which means it's not tacky, it doesn't feel sticky. It is really, it just feels great on the skin, almost like you're not wearing any foundation. And another thing that I was kind of like taken back, that it's transfer resistant. Most foundations aren't transfer resistant, so that's one of the biggest things that I was like, what, excuse me? It's transfer resistant? I definitely have to try this. It also states that it does have an airbrush finish, which just kind of makes your skin look super flawless and porcelain-like. And I do find that a lot of people that have blemishes or redness on their skin, they do have to kind of color correct. This one is supposed to just give you a smooth and even skin tone, which helps reduce all of that, so you probably won't have to do that extra step. So we're gonna put this bad girl to the test. I'm pretty sure, I wanna say this is my color. I have a pretty good eye when it comes to like matching foundations. I think it's because I used to do makeup and I used to stare at foundations all day long. Let's see if this matches my skin. And I also forgot to mention it's also an oil-free foundation, which is great for those who have super oily skin. You always wanna make sure that your foundation is oil-free. So I'm gonna just do a little swatch on my face just to kind of see if this is my perfect shade. I went ahead and put a little bit of that on my finger, and we're just going to swatch this. I think this is my perfect shade. It has a yellow undertone. It's not pink because off the bat I can always see the pink undertone, and this does not have a pink undertone. So I did the T10 on this side. I grabbed the T20. I feel like this has a little bit of like a beige undertone, so let's go ahead and put a little bit of that on my left side so you guys can see. Yeah, this one definitely is a little bit more on the pinker undertone. As you can see how this is a little bit more olivey and this one is a little lighter, but it definitely has a lot more pink, which is great because now you guys can tell the difference when you go in buying a drugstore foundation. I definitely don't have any pink in my skin, so this is gonna be my perfect match. And I can already tell just by applying the foundation onto my skin that it definitely is buildable because it covered my skin really nicely. And you guys can see I have a little bit of redness here because I've been out in the sun. And usually you would want to correct that, but this foundation, as you can see, I'm just applying it over and you can't see any redness. I'm gonna apply a little bit of that on my nose so you guys can see how it just covered. And you guys know I love me a full coverage foundation. So now we're just gonna grab a little bit of concealer and just conceal these under eyes. Just gonna blend that out. Now we're just gonna grab a little bit of bronzer, just kind of bronze up the skin, just to give it a little bit of dimension. Okay, so now that we've got the skin almost ready, we're gonna move on to eyes and give you a really nice holographic look. No matter what look you're going for, I personally always like to go in with a transition shade that is super matte, just to kind of create that dimension in the crease. For that, we are going to go in with just a matte shadow. And we're just gonna apply that all over the crease. And this is almost like a skin tone color, so it's gonna be perfect for this look. So because this look is super holographic, I want to keep it very creamy, very iridescent. So I'm gonna go with this Vitalist Healthy Glow highlighter. It's a very like light color, and I am gonna place that all over the lid, and we are going to be using the Katy palette to just kind of give it that really nice pop of iridescent. And this is just gonna create a nice layer of shimmer just so we can have the other colors just kind of glide on a lot smoother. And now going in with the Katy palette, we're gonna be using this shade right over here, and we're gonna place that all over the lid. And because we used a cream shadow, it's gonna grab on a lot easier. And then just kind of going back in with that blending brush, just kind of smooth out the edges. Now we're just gonna pick up a more purpley undertone eyeshadow, and we're just gonna apply that right on top of the brow bone, and just kind of going back in and adding a little bit of that dimension back into the crease. Sometimes it can get lost in transition. And now just grabbing a warm shade pencil, we're just gonna run that through the waterline. And then we're just gonna grab a flat brush and just kind of smudge that. So before we move on to lashes, I am going to coat my lashes with this Covergirl Flourish mascara. This mascara is great for defining lashes. It also gives you a really nice fanned out look, which we obviously all love, because who doesn't like a fanned out look without looking like you have lashes. And the great thing about this mascara that it is buildable in volume. It also helps condition the lashes, which is also a plus because after taking off your mascara, you don't want your lashes to feel super dry. You always want them to look really nice and nourished. So the ingredients to this mascara is great for that. It's definitely going to be a creamy, buildable, and volumizing mascara for you. So we are going to coat our lashes. Well, I'm going to coat my lashes. And this is the Very Black mascara, which is obviously very black. I almost feel like I don't even need to put false lashes on. It definitely lifted my own lashes and it almost gave me like that fuller effect that I had when I got my lash extensions, which is pretty amazing. Going back in with this Vitalist Healthy Glow highlighter, we're just gonna pick that up with a sponge and we are going to use that as a base for our highlighter. So we're just gonna pounce that on to the high points of our cheeks. Now we're just gonna go in with a pressed holographic highlighter and we're just gonna add that right on top of it. Before we move on to the lips, I am going to coat my bottom lashes with this mascara and just kind of coat them enough where they're super visible. So I'm so excited for the lips because I am going to be able to show you guys the Melting Pout. I actually was able to play with these in January when I went to New York with Covergirl, and I absolutely loved these lip colors. They were super pigmented, very nourishing for the lips. You can use it by itself or over top another lip color. Intensity of the color is super rich. I absolutely love how pigmented they are, especially for being a drugstore brand. The brand is trying to achieve something that can appear super high-end is super hard for it being a drugstore brand, but these lip colors are so amazing. I absolutely love them. I have 4 different shades and this is what they look like. These are definitely going to be my 2 favorite. I also love these as well. I actually have played with these and I've topped it just like the center to give it that extra highlighted pout, and the color definitely lasts for hours, so you don't have to touch up as often as a regular lip gloss. But we're going to be using passion fruit on the lips just to go with the rest of the makeup theme that I have going on here. Whoa. It's so pretty. Alright everyone, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I absolutely loved how this look turned out. I ended up adding a little bit of the holographic touch to my body just to kind of complete the look. But I want to know your thoughts. Let me know what your favorite part of this video is in the comments down below, along with what your favorite CoverGirl product is as well. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.